Hello Aquarius Rising, I'm Birdie Galaxy and this is the Lunatic Fringe. This video is your April horoscope. So let's get right into this. As we start out the month of April, both the Sun and Mercury are in your third house in Aries. Now on April 1st, Mercury, or the Magician, goes retrograde. Yay, we love those Mercury retrogrades, don't we? Now Mercury retrograde in Aries in your third house, Aquarius rising. The third house is the house of the mind. It is communication, it is information, it's rudimentary education, and it's messaging, like getting messages across to people. So Mercury going retrograde in your third house can prompt a period of introspection and reevaluation. That's what we do during retrogrades. And this specifically has to do with your communication styles, which can lead to an assessment of how you express yourself, how you express your ideas, as well as how you interact with your siblings, with your neighbors, and with your local community. The third house is about more local as opposed to the ninth house, which is the opposite, and that is about more global community. So, just a few days later, on April 4th, Venus, or the Empress, also joins Mercury and the Sun in this Aries party in your third house. Now this can also bring a period of introspection, but this is really about energizing your communication and your social interactions that can spark a more dynamic and a more assertive expression in the way that you daily interact with people, especially with siblings, neighbors, or your local community. Now on April 8th, the moon, or the high priestess, has also joined this very full Aries house, your very full third house. There's so much energy going on in the way that you express yourself, in how your mind and your ideas are given and shared with others. So with the moon moving into the third house along with the sun, those two now become conjunct when they get close enough to each other, and this is what we call a new moon. This is a time for new beginnings, initiating fresh projects, looking at things in a new way. Now this sun and moon, as well as Mercury and Venus in your third house, is really emphasizing this energy around communication and mental pursuits. You are feeling this ignition, this spark of passion for learning and for expressing yourself with a boldness and with enthusiasm. During this new moon phase, Aquarius rising, harness this dynamic energy. This is a good time for you to embark on new educational endeavors. This might be a time for you to engage in stimulating activities or stimulating conversations that can expand your knowledge and enhance your intellectual growth. There's so much focus on your mind and growing intellectually right now, Aquarius. Now, just as we're feeling the height of all this energy in your Aries house, the sun moves on into Taurus, right next door in your fourth house, or the house of your home, family, roots, and foundation. Now with the sun moving through your natal fourth house, it is illuminating themes about stability, about security, and your family connections. This is prompting you to focus on nurturing and creating a sense of home and emotional grounding where you reside. Now on April 23rd, the moon, or the high priestess, will have made its way all the way around to Scorpio. Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. This makes a full moon. When the sun and the moon are opposing each other, the energy is no longer harmonizing like it was during the full moon. Now these two energies, these two luminaries, are opposing each other. They are pulling apart, separating, and creating tension or conflict. So this full moon in your 10th house, or your house of career and public image or recognition, is opposing your fourth house, or your house of home and safety and security. This is highlighting a need for balance between your personal security and your professional ambitions. So during this full moon, you can really harness this intense energy, this serious emotional depth, by making a determination to confront any challenges in your career matters with resilience and with a strategic planning ahead of time. This can also allow you to nurture and strengthen your family and your domestic bonds. Now on April 25th, Mercury goes direct. It's still in Aries, it's still in your third house, but the energy is now direct. It is now a forward momentum. You're no longer having to revisit some past issue. So with Mercury moving direct, in Aries, in your third house, Mercury is the ruler of the third house. So Mercury is at home here. And while it was retrograde, it might have felt a little uncomfortable, but now that it is moving direct, it is feeling in its home, it's harmonizing, and it is amplified. So Mercury going direct here in your third house is bringing a period of increased mental clarity and assertiveness in communication, particularly regarding matters related to siblings, short trips, not going overseas, not going long distance, but local trips, and learning endeavors or new learning opportunities. Now, as we close out the month, Venus on April 29th also moves on into Taurus, joining the Sun for Taurus season. When Venus moves into Taurus, it also comes home. So Mercury is at home in the third house. Venus is at home in Taurus, and this is amplifying that Venus energy. It's harmonizing where it's at right now. So it's bringing a period of heightened emotional comfort. There is heightened domestic harmony, and you are really feeling a desire, a deep, strong, assertive desire to beautify and to nurture your home environment. Taurus is about feeling comfortable and being in your comfort zone, so you're really trying to cultivate that right now. And now, very last thing of this month, just the next day on April 30th, Mars, or the Tower. Mars is raw energy, just like this little lightning bolt here shows. Mars is a surge of lightning. Mars also comes home to Aries. Mars is the ruler of Aries. So we have three planets right next to each other, really harmonizing and amplified in their home signs, so or home house. So Mars in Mercury, or in the third house in Aries, is energizing your communication. It is energizing and just putting a spark to your intellectual pursuits. This is a time of creative assertiveness and initiative, and you are expressing your ideas and your pursuits with passion and interest. So Aquarius rising, that is what I have for you this month. Thank you so much for watching to the end. As always, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.